It's Jenny, and I am here with Dixie Andelin Forsyth. And I just stopped her in her tracks because she started to tell me this awesome story with her and Bob when you first got married. And it's sort of a childlikeness story. And so go ahead and start over and tell us the story.
Okay, I'll make myself vulnerable here, because why not? Well, because when people act like I've never done anything wrong or perfect, it's absolutely not true. I still make mistakes.
I love it.
So, and I was raised with Mrs. Fascinating Womanhood herself. So, when we were going to graduate school, Bob was, I had this big heavy lamp, one of those hanging ones. I wanted him to hang because it was awkward and heavy, and I didn't want to do it, and it was awkward. Anyway, so I asked him to do it. He was in graduate school, so he was very busy. And he said, sure, when I have time. And I thought, oh boy. So I put it in our bedroom, and he just ignored it. Men can compartmentalize.
And he probably didn't even see it.
No, he saw it the first day, and then he never saw it after that. So I thought, okay, this isn't working. So I put it on the bed, and he just moved it. Man, so then I tried kind of bugging him. You said you would do this. When will you do it? And he just said, stop bugging me. I am really busy. I'm carrying 24 credits. And by the way, that was the semester. He did have 24 credit hours, and we had 3 little kids.
Oh, geez. And was he working too?
Yeah, and he got straight A's. So I know, I don't know how he did it, but other than being smart, but he just basically
here's this lamp.
Stop it. So then I thought, okay, see, I should have done this first, but I didn't. I thought, okay, what would my mother say?
What would Helen do? WW.
Yeah. What does it say in FW? See, I didn't go straight to it. I went to sort of a natural tendency. And so what I did is I looked at his schedule and knew approximately when he was going to be coming home from class that day. And I arranged to be hanging it myself. I made sure I was all dressed up. I always dress up, but even more so.
Even more feminine and fascinating.
Well, instead of wearing pants, that day I wore a dress or skirt or something. And I had the screws or whatever it was, and the screwdrivers and all that junk. And I stood on the bed because it was and beds are kind of wobbly. And I was in the process of, and I knew just the part of hanging it I was going to be at, which was the really awkward part. And when he came in, I was hanging it and just doing not a great, it was obviously really awkward and hard and heavy. And he said, oh, let me help you. He hung it right then, which he could have done before, but because of childlikeness and the principles of fascinating womanhood, there was no stress. He did it. Now
I had doing it in a childlike way.
Yeah, I didn't have to be quite as clumsy as I was, but I really wanted his help because I wasn't really good at the distance of where to hang these hooks, and the thing was heavy, and I needed his perspective. But so I kind of hammed it up just a little bit when I did it, but
it worked.
Men instinctively want to be our heroes. It makes us feel good and makes us feel good. I wanted to be saved.
Yes.
And so it worked out perfectly. He hung it right there. He didn't even seem to recall it had been on the floor in the corner for about 2 weeks. And then I didn't scold him or anything about that, and it was done. It's too bad 70s lamps didn't stay in very long. Pretty soon I was sick of it. But the principle remained the same, that you don't hint and don't get hints, don't hound, don't berate.
Nagging.
Doesn't work. Nagging doesn't work. It just puts stress in your relationship. And what you want is that lifelong love affair. That's what you want. And to have that, you're going to have 1,000. I mean, I'm old enough. I've had so many situations that happen regularly. They still happen where he's being a man and I'm being a woman. We have different perspectives. And if we learn how to handle it and understanding men and what actually helps, it'll make him feel closer to us, solve the problem, no stress, no nothing that's negative, and then you snuggle in each other's arms all night.
Right, and you get to be fun and fascinating and feminine and get your stuff done around the house that you've been wanting him to do.
And it's charming. Now, frankly, he's not a fixer-upper. He doesn't have those skills. Does Jeff? I think he does. No, he does not. Bob doesn't either. Some guys are really good at that. Bob is. He'd rather pay someone to do it because he doesn't feel real confident. So there's some things I just do, like hanging a small shelf or something. I've just learned, I thought, I'm not going to bug him with this. It's stressful for him. Or there's a handyman I found that I get to do some things that are too heavy or too awkward or something. But I've learned to do a lot of little things around the house because he appreciates it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It doesn't mean you can't do things around the house.
No, it depends if you're comfortable. If you're comfortable with it, I wouldn't do my own plumbing. But some women, if it doesn't require a lot of grunt work and heavy stuff, you could.
Right.
You could do anything in a feminine way, but most of us don't know that much about it. And you could, as long as you're feminine and girly, you can do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think bull riding you could ever do it feminine way and pull that off, but maybe there's somebody out there.
Maybe.
Most of us would not know. So, but you can do many things, and the things you want help with, you need help with, that you kind of feel like you're not protected if he doesn't do. There's ways you can deal with that with no nagging, no hinting, none of that, because it doesn't work good.
Great. Well, thank you so much for helping us out with that. And everybody watching, please like, comment, and share. And we will be back with more.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.